Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, the TV show. I'm Kate Lebelzik, the Vice President of Marketing and Communications at the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce. We would like to thank our sponsor, Bank Hometown, for making this TV show possible. We have a very special guest today, our friend Monique Messier. She is the Executive Director of Discover Central Mass. Monique, welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I love being here with you.
I love having you here. So tell us, for those who don't know, what Discover Central Mass is and what you do.
Sure. So Discover Central Mass is the regional tourism agency. We represent 35 cities and towns all across central Massachusetts. There are 16 of us, 16 different regional tourism councils within Massachusetts. We have one of the largest territories out there that we represent. Mm-hmm. And when I say what we represent, we look to get word out about all of the hotels, the restaurants, the cultural attractions to visitors 50 miles and out, so they can come in and help keep our industry going here. And keep hospitality going.
How is the industry doing right now? I know, we just got off of, 2.5 years of the pandemic. It's still kind of going on. How's it looking?
Yeah, so it's great timing to be talking about that question. We work very closely with the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, and they just released stats to us about how the tourism industry is doing. So I'm happy to share some stats about that.
Please.
Pre-pandemic, hospitality and tourism was actually the third largest industry in the state of Massachusetts, which I think is a hidden fact. I don't think that many people recognize how large tourism really is and the impact that it actually has on all of our small businesses in the region. But let me tell you, the numbers just came out. We are climbing back. COVID obviously hit. Everything fell, everything closed. Everything is now opening back up. Conventions are happening, shows are taking place, people are filling the streets. It's really great, and the numbers are reflecting that. So currently, I'll give you some stats. Pre-pandemic in 2019, the economic impact of domestic travel, there was $567 million spent in 2019, which was the equivalent to about 3,000 hospitality industry related jobs. In 2021, that number went from 567 million up to 604 million in domestic travel spending. And that is the equivalent of about 4,100 jobs. Wow. So the impact of tourism is huge. And employment, keeping our doors open, it matters.
Yeah, and I mean, there's so much going on in Central Mass. It's, something's popping up I feel like I don't have enough time in my weekend to hit everything. And fall is a huge season for outdoor activities, festivals, shows. So what's going on this fall?
Yeah, there's so much going on this fall. So there's way too much to tell you everything that's going on. We will talk about a couple things. Let me tell you first, if you are interested in anything happening in Central Massachusetts, please go to discovercentralma.org. That is our website, and we have a central events calendar. You can find everything that you're thinking of, whether you're into arts and culture, whether you're into the breweries, if you're into farms and festivals, it's all there. So we really have become the calendar and the place to post your events on that calendar. But let me give you a quick rundown. I got to put my glasses on so we can, I don't want to miss anybody, right? Well, first thing I want to talk about is Railers opening weekend is coming up.
Yes.
And I say weekend because they have a whole weekend filled with activities to do. They're going to start on October 22nd with a block party happening on Commercial Street. There'll be live music on the 22nd that kicks off before the game. They have a lot of kids-friendly activities, and then they go into Sunday with more kids-friendly activities at that game, and they're actually calling it the Kids Takeover. So
nice.
Make sure you support our local team. It's important. Go down, buy your tickets. You can find them through our website. Again, you can go to the Railers. Very exciting to help them kick off their season. Now, for me, my favorites are farms and festivals. Love going to the apple orchards, to the different farms in the region or whatnot, of which we have just way too many to talk about. But make sure you check out Watch Use It. They have so many festivals happening up there this fall. They're not just about skiing. They're about festivals. Just to name a few: Apple Fest, Kids Fest, Barbecue Fest, Oktoberfest, Boo Fest. If there's a fest, it's there.
Right.
Right. So there's lots of fun things to do up at Watch Use It. That's just one part of our region. You can head on up to Southwick Zoo. They have the Festival of Illumination that just kicked off. beautiful display of lights throughout the zoo, throughout the park. Really fun, interesting night to spend there. They also have Zubu Weekend that will come up. Lots of festivals happening right in downtown Worcester.
Yeah.
Really too many to talk about. But the Jazz Festival will be happening over at Mechanics Hall. Night at the museum at the Samuel Slater Experience, that happens out in Webster. Phantoms by Firelight, that's going to happen at Old Sturbridge Village. There's so many things happening. It's just almost impossible to tell you about everything.
Yeah.
It's really a fun time to be here in Central Mass.
I mean, the fall is just, it's beautiful here in New England and Central Mass. I know that there's a lot going on, indoors too. We just had Eric Butler here talk about Broadway in Worcester, and he's having Cheetah Rivera. I know that Kevin James is coming to the Hanover Theater. Chelsea Handler's coming to the Hanover Theater. Sebastian Maniscalco is coming to the DCU Center. So we've got these big names coming into Worcester too. So those who don't like the outdoors, they want to take their, the nighttime indoors. There's so much to do there.
And that is exactly why I say there is something for everyone. And if we're doing our job right, everything out there is posted on our website and on our event calendar. So no matter what you're looking for, if you're looking to travel with your family, so many family-friendly activities. If you're looking just to visit on your own or with your partner or your significant other, there's so much you can do there as well. And like you said, indoors and outdoors.
Yeah.
This is our season,
Yeah,
I think.
and morning through night.
Morning
too.
through
I mean,
night.
there's something to do all the time.
Yeah.
And with everything, all the new restaurants opening downtown. I mean, your job through Discover Central Mass is to promote all of that. The hotels, the restaurants.
We do. Our main mission is to get word out about our cultural and hospitality assets to people that are visiting, people 50 miles and out. So we want them to know what's happening here in our region. And we do that in many different ways. So we have a very popular Facebook page. We have audiences of over 25,000 people almost that follow us on LinkedIn. We do have a Twitter account. We have, if you don't like social media and you want a newsletter in your hand, we have a newsletter. We have a fall visitor guide that is on its way out the door that will tell you all of the, everything happening in Central Mass this fall, which we do 2 a year. So we do a spring and summer guide as well.
Oh, okay.
So we try and keep up with everything happening, and we try and make sure that New England is educated about why come to Central Mass, and our job is to make sure they understand why, and that's through promotion.
Yeah.
But one other quick thing that we do is we don't just promote for the events that are happening, but we actually help conventioneers. We help meeting planners that say, hey, it looks like there's a lot going on. There's good restaurants. They have a convention center. There's hotels. We want to bring a meeting there.
Right.
So if you get in touch with Discover Central Mass, we will also help you find the right facilities to host your meeting, your conferences. So we do have a director of sales in our office. Her name is Charisse, and she can help guide you through the city, help you make all those plans, give you the right connections to bring one of your events into the region.
That's so cool. And, having people here from Central Mass running Discover Central Mass, it's so important because, you can say, like, this is where you should go.
Yeah.
Monique, anything else before we wrap this up?
Let's see. We are a small agency. We're small but mighty. We work very closely with the Mass Office of Travel and Tourism, who helps provide funding for our agency through grants. We work very closely with the City of Worcester, who also helps provide funding to make sure that everybody in the City of Worcester is represented through Discover Central Mass. We are very thankful to our members that continue to, support us. We love that we can talk about them on a daily basis through our business apps, through Instagram and Facebook and whatnot. It's really fun to get to go out there and promote.
Yeah.
And that being said, we do have a job opening for a membership sales position. So if somebody, if you want to go out there and talk to the community and you recognize our mission, we would love to talk to you.
Great. And Discover Central Mass is located right with the Worcester Regional Chamber of Commerce, so you'd be working with a great team of individuals. Monique, thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to going to all of these things. I'll have to make my own schedule of events in Central Mass. Thank you for being with us, and thank you for joining us on the Chamber Exchange TV show.